Hi and welcome to Ali Lives Well on Less. I'm Ali, an early retired teacher currently living well on my small teacher's pension. And if this is your first visit, you are very welcome. Today is our Foodie Friday video where we talk about some aspect of food and shopping and how we can save money by cooking, freezing, batch cooking, and just generally talking about getting the best value for money for feeding ourselves and our family. And today, as the title suggests, we are talking about turkey. Now, in the UK, turkeys are for Christmas. I know in other parts of the world, like the US, you have turkey for Thanksgiving. And last week's Foodie Friday video, I shared with you an idea for cooking turkey, but not a whole turkey for one person or a family of four. And I don't know what's got into me recently, but I have been a little bit impulsive when I have been in a shop. And last week when I was in Lidl, I just happened to be browsing the freezer section, looking for ideas and inspiration, and I saw that they had some frozen turkeys. Now, I had no intentions of buying a frozen turkey, but when I saw the price, I thought, it might be worth buying a frozen turkey. It might be better value than buying a turkey crown, because obviously if you have a whole bird, you can get a lot more meat from it and you get the bonus of stock. So that's what I did. I bought a frozen turkey from Lidl. Now, it's just a small one, and a small turkey in Lidl, I don't know about anywhere else, but in Lidl, they say that a small turkey is between 2 kilograms and 4 kilograms. So what did I do? Yeah, of course I did. I rummaged through the big load of turkeys to find the biggest one that I could, and I got a 3.7 kilogram turkey, which is just over £8. So I've got an £8 turkey for £14.39, and I thought that was really good value. So I thought I would get one, I would cook one, I would take all the meat off the carcass, I would weigh it, I would work out how much meat you get from the whole bird, and I would work out the cost of how much it would be per serving. So you'll see that at the end of the video where I'll do the number crunching, and I'll also leave the exact numbers in the description box so you don't have to keep referring back to it. But I have to say that I was pleasantly surprised by the quality of the turkey. I was pleasantly surprised by the amount of meat that I got from the turkey. And yeah, very unexpected, because as I say, I did not expect to be buying a turkey at all this Christmas, let alone a frozen one. So when I was growing up, the only way you could get a turkey was a frozen one. And then over time, obviously, fresh turkeys became a thing. And as you know, fresh turkeys are extortionate. They cost a small fortune. So I have got a turkey. Now, when I cooked it, I did nothing to it except add a little bit of salt. I didn't cover it in bacon. I didn't do anything. It's just a plain old turkey that I've cooked in the oven. So without further ado, here's how I defrosted it, how I cooked it, what I did with it, and with the help of my turkey taster Luna, who you will see in the video, you can see how we got on at the end of the video. And yes, she's just put her tennis ball underneath the sofa. Hence all the scratching and sniffing. So I better go rescue the tennis ball. Come back at the end and I'll crunch some numbers and let you know what I thought about the turkey. So here we have the defrosted turkey. Now it's 3.7 kilos, which is just over £8. It's been defrosting in my fridge for 48 hours. The recommendation is 24 hours per £4. So it certainly feels like it's defrosted. So I am going to Take it out of the bag. I'm going to remove the giblets, which I'm going to keep to make gravy, and then we'll get it prepped for the oven, and it's going to be on for I think about 3 to 3.5 hours. I will check the temperature with my meat probe, but yeah, it's been a while since I have cooked a frozen turkey, so let's see how it looks. Okay, here we go. It's 10 to 9 on Sunday morning. I have just put the turkey into my big roasting tin. I've added a little bit of boiling water to the bottom of the roasting tin to help it steam. Literally nothing else except a sprinkle of salt, bit of tin foil on top, and it's just going to go in the oven now, 160. I have a hot fan oven, and we'll see what it's like when it comes out. And giblet alert, here we go. The livers are always in the neck cavity, and the actual neck is in the body cavity. So if you're buying a frozen turkey, make sure you get both bits out of the inside of the turkey. So literally, it's going in the oven for a couple of hours, and we'll see what it's like when it comes out. So here we have our cooked turkey. It's been sitting out for an hour. Jamie Oliver always says to leave it for up to 2 hours before you start carving. And that helps all the juice go back into the meat, and I'm going to start carving it. Now, I did put extra tin foil over the legs to stop it from overcooking, but yeah. So we shall see. We want to see how much meat this 8-pound turkey, 3.7 kilo turkey, actually gives us. The label said it feeds 5 to 7 people, but yeah, let's give that a taste. So on the left is all the leg meat, the wing meat, and meat from sort of underneath the turkey body. So that's 672 grams. On the right is the turkey breast, which was 546 grams. And I have to say the breast is it's not too bad. It's not as succulent and moist as I would have hoped, but it's not as dry as I have experienced in the past. So in total, except for a couple of little bits that I had to test along the way, along with the help of Luna, who likes the turkey. So that is a total of 1,218 grams of turkey meat that I am going to portion up once it's nice and cool. That's just the scrapings from the bottom of the roasting tin that I will use to make gravy. And the carcass is now my slow cooker, and I am going to make some turkey stock. So this is Monday now, and the turkey has been cooling and setting itself in the fridge overnight. I've taken out the 2 large breasts, and I've tried to carve them into nice slices where I am going to freeze them. And all I've done is put a spoonful of some of the turkey stock that I made overnight in the crock pot on top, just to keep it moist as it freezes. So I've got quite a few slices here that I will open freeze, and then I will put them into freezer bags. I've got 2 of these little sort of takeaway containers, and I'm going to make up a couple of meals for a roast turkey dinner that I'm going to freeze, and I'm going to take to my mum and my aunt. And these are just all the sort of bits of the turkey breast that didn't slice nicely. So they've just been sort of cubed, and there's probably about 2 portions worth in there, and it will also be frozen. So yeah, we are getting there, divvying up this turkey. And of course, yes, Luna's had a few bits on the way. Were they tasty? Were they tasty? Look at the tail. Were they tasty? Yeah, Luna loves turkey. So as you can see, I did get a lot of meat from that wee turkey, and turkey is not my favourite meat. I do find it a little bit on the dry side, but to be fair, when you serve it with things like gravy, bread sauce, cranberry sauce, and you serve it with all the accompaniments, it's absolutely fine. So I now have cooked turkey slices in my freezer, and that's what we are having on Christmas Day. So here are the numbers. Now you saw how much meat I got from the bird, and if you look up what the suggested serving sizes of meat of chicken or turkey is per person, it can vary, and obviously it depends if you're feeding a hollow-legged teenager or a man who does manual work and can eat quite a lot of meat. So I've done three different serving sizes. So 85 grams is considered to be the average serving size for poultry. So if you took 85 grams of the amount of meat I got from that bird, you get 14.3 servings. So you get 14.3 servings of 85 grams of meat. And that works out at a nice round £1 per serving. Now, the other sort of guidelines I looked at for serving turkey for Christmas was per portion it should be 140 grams to 175 grams. Okay, so if you serve 140 grams per person, you can get 8.5, so 8.5 servings, and that works out at £1.69 per serving. And if you go all the way up to the top of 170 grams, you can get 7 servings of 175 grams, and that works out at £2.05 per portion. Now, the serving size on the turkey packaging said that it serves between 5 to 7 people, and that's fairly accurate depending on the portion size of the meat. But my family like the pigs and blankets, the stuffing and all the other bits that go with it. So I don't serve big servings of the actual turkey meat itself. So probably I could get a good 14 portions out of that turkey, the turkey that is that size. And at £1 a portion, that's pretty good going. So I have to say, it's a big thumbs up from me if you want to serve turkey at a decent cost, and you're going to be serving it with all the traditional turkey accompaniments anyway. So as I said, I was pleasantly surprised at the price and the quality, and as long as you can defrost it safely, yeah, go for it. Get a small turkey. Now, if you don't want to do that for your Christmas Day dinner, then absolutely pick one up in the post-Christmas sale, because honestly, I will be looking out for reduced turkeys after Christmas. So that may be from Boxing Day onwards, or, oh no, I think our supermarkets are closed on Boxing Day now. They used to be open, but anyway, I will be looking out for reduced turkeys after Christmas, because you can fill up your freezer in the new year with a ton of meat for a fraction of the cost. So apologies to all the vegetarians out there. I promise I will be doing some vegetarian ideas in next week's Foodie Friday. So thank you for bearing with me while we've talked 2 weeks in a row about turkey and meat. As I said, I've raised a vegetarian son, and my daughter-in-law, well, she's actually pescatarian. She does eat some fish, but yeah, she's mainly vegetarian as well. So I will create some vegetarian ideas next week. So you made it all the way to the end of the video. Thank you so much. I hope that was helpful. And if you have any turkey tips, of course, please do leave them in the comments below. I know I could have cooked my turkey upside down. I could have done a whole load of things, but I just basically shoved it in the oven and cooked it just as a sort of baseline test to see if it was worth doing. And yeah, I think it was. So thanks for watching. I will be back with you on Monday. There may be an extra video drops over the weekend. I did make shortbread this week, proper traditional Scottish shortbread. So I might be able to get that video edited and up on Saturday or Sunday. So have a lovely day wherever you are. I hope you don't have the horrible weather. We're down to 6 degrees centigrade here now. So yeah, getting chilly. Stay warm, stay safe, have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you again on Monday. Thanks for watching. Bye.